Okay, so we're actually ready to start fitting the some of the through holes. We've got the C-Star ram fitted to the motor. Obviously motor's on, all the motor looms through. We've got a couple more things we want to run through the transom. One of those is the jacking plate wiring harness and also the side imaging transducer. So we're going to go with the Scanstrut deck seals again, and this one is part number 115668. And the way you order these basically is you need to identify the size of the plug that you've got to get through, and then the actual wiring size. So they're the two measurements, and they're in the BLA catalogue. You can find those in there. So we'll just have a quick look at what's in the packet. So what the kit comes with is a few sizing options for your rubber gasket. So you've got that one there. So it's a three-part section. You've got your outer part, your rubber gasket, and also your backing. I've got one apart so we can have a look at it. So that's it, just a part there. So you basically screw that section on, and then your rubber section, and then that clamps up and it buttons it all up. You've got a rubber gasket that comes in the kit, your screws to mount it, and there's 3 different grommets, including the one that's in it. So in total you get 4 grommets, so you can get the right grommet for your wiring. And they're actually split, and that way you can get it over your wires. As you can see here, we've gone with that size there, and that just goes over the wiring. So you just use the split, goes over the wiring, and then we're just going to drill a hole saw through there, large enough for the fitting itself, and then that'll go through, button up, and you've got a nice watertight finish for that cable to come through. So we'll go ahead and get them mounted here and here. We've drilled the hole, and we've got the base mounted up now. Next step is to run the wiring that you want to run through. So the first thing that goes on is your finishing cover, and then so we'll get that down, and then because this is an open section, we don't have to thread that in. Then we can feed our wires and cabling through. This one's a tight squeeze, but it makes it. Get that through. Then it's a matter of just opening this out, putting that into place, and then putting the finishing cover on. And there we've got key threaded nuts there, so that's all captive in there to take those. So we just get that up, button them up with a screwdriver, and that just pulls it all in and squeezes the grommet around the wires and becomes a watertight seal.